Welcome to Bloodbath and Beyond. Today we seek out Hellbent with a review of The Houses October Built 2.
Directed by Bobby Roe, starring Brandy Schaefer, Bobby Roe, Mikey Roe, Jeff Larson, and Zack Andrews. This takes place a year after the first movie ended, where it was kind of nobody died. They had all this footage that went onto YouTube. A viral video was cut. They got 24 million hits on YouTube. And now they're getting paid to go to haunts, which is pretty cool, except for one thing. Brandy doesn't want to be associated. She doesn't want to go on haunts. Eventually they coax her into it, and they go on haunts.
We're back!
We got a little idea. The game has changed.
So what do we like? Much like the first movie, I enjoyed our characters because they seem to have like natural chemistry. This is a found footage movie once again. Quality's much higher than the first one. The actors all seem to just genuinely be like talking to each other. It doesn't seem like it's that scripted. I mean, obviously they have certain cues, but their conversation seems really natural.
I liked where they went. In the first one, they were really like seeking out like the extreme haunts, which was creepy and cool. But in this one, I think they went to some really cool haunted attractions. Like that zombie 5K run looked ridiculous. Like I want to go to Georgia and I want to participate in this.
I want to go do the zombie pub crawl. Yeah, they did have a lot of cool events. Like the whole movie did seem like an advertisement for all these different haunts, which do exist because we did Google them. But it doesn't take away from the haunts or whatever, the attractions themselves, because we do want to go to a taco eating contest with Kobayashi one day.
It's the Wizard. I don't care that I just watched a 90-minute advertisement for Super Mario Bros. 3. I'm gonna play Super Mario Bros. 3.
It's like, I like commercials, even if they're blatantly commercials. It's fine. This one was a little bit deceptive, but we'll talk later. The camera work was a little bit more steady in this one. We also had the addition of drone shots, and I'm glad they explained it all. Like, it's like, hey, we have a drone now. And they like actively talked about having a drone, and it made sense because everybody has a drone now and everybody has GoPro. So Houses October Built 3 is definitely going to be all VR.
We're not gonna go to the haunts. We're gonna just download them.
No, I think that it's going to be that we would have to... Well, I don't know. You're right. Maybe they would just download them.
Yeah.
Or maybe it would just be they won't get the funding, so it'll just be a Facebook Live thing that's 360.
Yep.
That's what it is. Now let's move on to our dislikes. So the biggest problem with this movie is it's like the first movie, but watered down.
Oh, beyond watered down. I wasn't scared once. There was not like a scary moment in this film.
No, there's no tension whatsoever. So like even going through the haunts, which we did in this one, once again, like there's no jump scares, there's no nothing. Like there's a couple loud noises that might catch you off guard for like a quick second, but that's it. In the first one, at least we had the girl like stalking around. In this one, they tried to do it with the blue skeleton with the blue tint camera, but like they never had interactions. And so the characters were never like facing off against bad guys. They were never scared. And if they were scared, it was because they're in a haunted house. I don't know what they were doing here.
It was very, very awkward because you're seeing the POV of the blue skeleton. And at one point, you see this blue skeleton riding under their trailer, which
looked ridiculous.
No idea why. But this film lacked all form of tension because in the first one, what was nice about it was you didn't know what was real and what was fake. And in this one, you can establish everything is fake and everything is staged. And once you realize that, you're not scared and it's not fun.
And that's not like a spoiler as towards like how the movie progresses in any sense. Like there just isn't anything really going on. It's just people going to haunts that are 100% fake, and that's all that happens. Like no killers jump out. Like there aren't killers in this movie. Like there's somewhat of a confrontation with the bad guys at the end, but like too little too late by that point, and the payoff isn't good because you're gonna know exactly how everything plays out. You can almost guess it without even having to watch the movie. Just looking at the title, you're like, what could they do with this concept? Oh, I know exactly how this is gonna end. And it does.
As much as I appreciate the upped cinematography and the drone shots really also didn't help the cause of this film by making it feel scary. Because they're beautifully slow taken shots that show a wide landscape. And I'm not like, it's not invading my personal bubble, so it doesn't have me being like, oh, this is too close for comfort or what's going to happen because you see it all. And that's like a terrible shot in a scary movie.
And considering that like 100% of them are taking during the day unless it's at like a really lit party. Most of the movie takes place in the day, so you're immediately not scared there. The drone shots don't give you that weird, creepy sensation. There's no bad guys to make it seem creepy or tense in any circumstance. And the ending is a complete bust. So I don't know what happened here. And we did watch some of the deleted scenes, and it's just more fluff.
Another annoying aspect of this film is the doll girl, because she is the creepiest one, and she is pretty much the poster child of this movie, and she's not in it. Like, she's in it for 10 seconds.
Yeah, probably.
And that is just clickbait. Like, that's all that is. Because you want to see this doll girl, and you don't get to see her. That's just like having a Nightmare on Elm Street and Freddy just not being there.
Like, walks by the screen once.
Yeah, that's
And the rest of it is just like people having a decent time at a party. One of them falls asleep, doesn't get killed.
Yeah. Wakes up.
Wakes up.
Day.
Freddy walks by. Oops. And that's it.
I was busy. I was at another haunt.
That's a really good analogy, I think. Weird. But, I mean, this video that you're watching, I used her, so she brings in the views. Now it's time for our final thoughts and ratings. This movie was pretty similar to the first one. Almost exactly the same as the first one if you took all the tension away from it, added some drone shots, and had not really an ending. Although the first one didn't have a great ending, if I'm being honest. But this one had a worse one. That said, I did enjoy our characters. I still liked their banter, and I thought they were decent actors. And the quality of the movie was pretty good, but in general, like without tension, without a bad guy, without anything really happening except for like a bunch of advertisements for haunts, it's hard to like this movie. So I'm gonna give this 1.5 boops out of 5. Boop.
The first one ended, and it may not have been strong, but it left you wondering, was it real, and did they survive, or are they dead? You get the second one, and that answer is in the first, 30 seconds. They are indeed alive, and the whole thing was staged. So how can you take this one serious when you know that nothing prior to this was real? And the movie itself was not scary. It wasn't tense at all. We didn't have any of the characters that you wanted to be scared of. You just had the regular 5 people doing their thing, which they did right. There was nothing wrong with their acting, and this film did make me want to go to these attractions, which I feel is their goal, but I want to watch a scary movie to be scared. And this film did not scare me at all, nor do I think it will ever scare anyone.
Correct.
It's a sequel that should not have been made. So with that being said, I'm going to give this film 0.5 laser titties out of 5.
As always, thank you for watching. Like this video and comment below with your thoughts on the film if you've seen it. If you haven't and you do want to check it out, it came out today. It's on Blu-ray. Links are in the description. And if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything Bloodbath and beyond by hitting that blue subscribe button. I mean red one, sorry. Just regular one here.